Hey y'all, this is Crystal from Practice Wreaths and More. I'm popping back on to show y'all a bit more crocheting. This is something I've been working on. This is going to end up being a beanie. And I got some more to go and I got a strap on it. But I showed y'all the other day, with my last video, how to do double crochets. And this one is after you do double crochet, you do a front post and a back post crochet. And I was going to show you on this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Joanna, you think you'll be able to see that? I kind of put this color there. Maybe it would kind of brighten it up.
It looks better.
Okay, and I have some bright yellow we can use if we have to. Okay. Well, I better start with the bright yellow so I can show you how to get started. Okay. I'm using the same hook that I had the other day. It's an H 5.00 millimeter. You see it?
There we go.
Jelena's my camera lady again today. She does a really good job. Appreciate her help. So we're going to start with a chain. Make sure you leave a tail so you can weave it in. The same way, I hold it between these fingers. Then I hold this down here. And you twist your hook with this. I'm going to do a few chains and a few double crochets. We'll review that. Okay, this is a chain. Grab your hook. And if you'll go right down through that little V right there, you'll have enough room that goes through pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now for the double crochet, these right here are your chains. See the little V's? Those are your chains. I did 6, and I'm going to count 5. Okay. Now, I'm going to wrap around. Not through this first one, but through this second one. Put it through there. And double crochet. Pull off 2, pull off 2. I'll do it again. Loop over. You see it's through this hoop. Right here's your second chain. Put it through there. Grab it, pull it through, and you have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to pull it through 2, and through 2. Wrap over. Put it through your chain. Pull it through. Pull it through 2, pull it through 2. Wrap over. Put it through your chain. You have 3 hoops. Pull it through 2, through the 2. And this is a double crochet. One last one. Okay, there's your double crochet. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'll turn it over. Now, most people, they'll take a loop from here and they'll go 1, 2, and they'll call that their double crochet, and that's how people teach you. But I'm going to show you a hack. Now, that's what I'm going to call it. It's a hack because it's something I've just learned from crocheting over time. And here are your stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from a hack, I'm just going to do a double crochet right in this first, where this right here is coming out of. See it right in there? Where this is coming out of. I'm going to do a double crochet right back in there where that come out of. And that's just a hack. Now, it's something that I do, and I like how it looks. It's a lot better. Okay. That's for a double crochet to begin with. Now, for the front post and the back post. When we do double crochets, we usually crochet through these. That's what you do. But for a front post, we'll do a front post first. For a front post, this is what you're going to go through. See these posts? These are called posts. Okay? Now this would count for the first one. And then for a front post, you do a regular double crochet. But instead of putting your hook through here, you will put your hook under the post. Now grab your yarn, pull it through, and go ahead and do a regular double crochet. You're just putting the yarn in a different place. This is called a front post. See how that's lifted up? it looks totally different. Now to do again, wrap over, don't go through here, go through under the post, under there, grab your yarn, pull it through, pull through two, pull through two. Now this is called a front post double crochet. And we'll do again. This one, pull through. Okay. Now, try to make this where it's a little bit brighter. Let me put it against my blue jean. Just a bit better. Okay. Now you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is your last one. Wrap over, pull it through, around the post, pull it through. Now look, it's got a totally different look. That's the front post. Now I'm going to turn it over. Now this is my hack. I'm going to call it a hack. Okay, double crochet through there, make my first double crochet. That will start my row. Now, this is the front post. Over. It's like a regular double crochet, but you're going around the post to pull it through. Once you get the knack to do it, it's not bad at all. Through, grab it, pull it through, and I'll give you a hint too. Whenever you wrap over and you go over the post, don't try to pull the hook up underneath there. It's going to hook in all that yarn. Turn your hook sideways. See how I turned that sideways? And it won't snag in all that yarn that you're trying to get around. Just makes it a little easier. Okay, we'll try it again. Front post. See how I'm turning that hook? And instead of trying to go this way, I turn it sideways where it's not going to connect to anything. Then pull through and pull off. That's what it looks like. And it'll just keep growing. It's a front post. Right here. Now I'm going to show you how to do a back post. Back post is the exact opposite, the same thing, exact opposite. We're going to do our double crochet in the first one to get our row started. Okay, now for a back post, double crochet, you hook it, and you have to hang on to it with your finger right here, it'll kind of come off. Hang on to this, and instead of going through the front, you're going to go through the back and over. Grab your yarn, turn it sideways, pull it through, 3 hoops, 3 hoops. Let's try this again. It's kind of hard to see. Hang on to your yarn so it don't slip off. Go to the back side, pull out your post, grab your yarn, pull it through, slide off 2, slide off 2. This is the back post. Grab your yarn, go through the back to the other side, grab your yarn, pull it through. This is double crochet, but it's only just where you're putting your hook at to begin with, where you're wrapping it. Okay, wrap around and hold it with your finger. It's just easier to keep from slipping off. See how you go like this? I can easily slip off. So hold it with your finger, back through the back, over top, pull it back through, double crochet. That is called a back post. Now I'm going to show you something that I've been working on, and I hope that y'all can see because it's in black yarn. Now on this one, I got my first double crochet started. This one is an alternating. You do a front post, a back post, a front post, and a back post in the first row. Then the next row you do the exact opposite. Say, I don't know if you can see or not. See how this one is sticking up and that one's behind? This one is up. This is a front post. That one's a back post. It's kind of set back. Front post, back post. So on the next row, you'd alternate it. Okay. See, I don't have my double crochet, so let me start with my double crochet. It starts my row. Okay. You got a front loop, double crochet, front post. Okay. Wrap it, And we're going to do the exact opposite on this pattern. Pull it. This one's going to, it was a front. Now I'm turning it into a back. Get some yarn, y'all. Sorry. Okay, now see how this one's set back? Can you see that, Jelena? This one's up. That one's set back. It's kind of looking like it's in the back.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, that one's a back. Can you see it? I'll try to pull it apart.
There you go. You can see it better
Okay.
now.
This one's a front. This one's a back. That one's a front. See how they are? This one's towards the top, and that one's underneath. It's underneath the yarn. Can you see it better? I was afraid of that with this black yarn. That's the reason I wanted something lighter under it. Okay, this is going to alternate. Now, this one's a back post, so you do the exact opposite. You do a front post to pull that up. And what this does is it makes a tighter weave. And it also gives a lot of give for like the toboggans and the beanies and stuff. See how much that's stretching? That gives you some give. So it'll stretch when you put it on. But it's also a lot tighter to where the holes aren't so big. Okay, wrap around. This one's a front post, so we're going to turn it into a back post. Go through the back and pull it. And what that does was it just pulls them all to where they're more level. Okay, this one's a back, exact opposite. Pull this one to the front. But then pull this row out. Okay. And there we go. Now those are front posts. I'm gonna flip it over. Do my first double crochet in the first row. I like how it makes the edges straighter and all the stitches look the same. You can do this single crochet, 2 up, 3 double crochet, but me personally, I don't like the look of it because this is the same size as this and as this and as this, and the end ones are too. And I just like the look of it. And when you get done, it looks really straight all on both sides and on the end. Okay, now I'm going to alternate on this yellow because I think that you can see this better. Okay, I'm going to start with a front and a back and a front and a back. So we're going to do a double crochet, loop over. This is going to be a front one. So it's a front post, double crochet. Grab your yarn, turn your hook sideways, slip it through. You got 3 loops. Pull through 2, pull through 2. That one's your front post. Now, the next one we want to do a back post. I'm going to alternate. So, back over, go through the back and over top of the post. Grab your yarn, pull it through, and you have your 3 hoops. Pull through 2, pull through 2. That was a back. Next one will be a front one. Yarn over on the front of the post. Grab your yarn, pull it through. You're just doing a double crochet around the post instead of in the top chains. Okay, that one's front, and this we're going to make a back. Go through the back, pull it over, pull through, and pull through. See, you can see this one better, can't you? See, this one's a front, that one's set back, this one's a front, and that one's set back. So we have a front post double crochet, a back post double crochet, a front and a back. And then when you turn it over, we'll start the row with a double crochet. Now this is my hack, y'all. Not everybody does it. This is how I like it because I like the uniform look. Okay, now you can see, Jenny, can you see it? This one's a front, this one's a front. These 2 are set back, so they're the back post. So you're going to alternate again. Since that one's a back post, we're going to make it a front post. So wrap over, pull through the front to make it a front post. Pull through, pull off 2, pull off 2. Okay, now that one's a front post. You can tell because you can see how the yarn is wrapped around the front there. And on these, you can't see that extra loop. It's on the back side. This one's a front, we're going to make it a back. Yarn over and hold it with your finger. Go through the back, over and around the post. Grab your yarn, turn it sideways, pull it up through, grab two, and grab two. You'll have to practice how to hold your hands on that. Those little back ones are kind of a little bit awkward until you figure out how to hold your placement of your fingers. This one's a back, we're going to do a front. Okay, wrap over. Go down and under to pull it up to make it a front. Pull the yarn through, 2 and 2. Okay, that one's a front, so this one will be a back. Yarn over, hold it with your finger, go through. If you're doing a back, your hook should be in front of the post, like this. Pull it through. See how it lost a hook there? You have to be careful with that because it'll slide right off. Hold that. Grab it. Pull it through. You should have 3 hooks, just like any other double crochet. Pull through 2, pull through 2. Now that's what you call alternating. And see how much tighter that looks? Okay, guys. I hope that you could see that and tell. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you to whoever's joined us. Howdy, everybody who's on there.
Tara.
Hey, Tara.
And Teresa.
Teresa.
And somebody else.
Okay. If y'all have any questions, or if you want to show your work down there under this, that would be great, or I could give tips and points. But this is a pattern for like a beanie. And it works good, and it makes it tight, and it gives. And the different kind of yarn you do is according to the size of your stitch. Say, example, if you use this yarn, look at the different size. This one's a little smaller, and it's also finer. I don't know if you could tell, but it's finer where it's got the little fuzzies on it. So it would make a smaller loop. Now, I would advise when doing these to double your yarn, and that would be thick enough for a boggin or a beanie. But it will also be, you know, the real pretty because it's you double it. So you'd have your yarn like this, and you'd do your loop. Your hair's in the way.
Oh.
Sorry. Okay, you'd make your loop. Well, where's my end of my yarn? I'll make it a lot easier. Here we go. You could take 2 skeins, or you could take a big long piece and cut it. 2 skeins is the easiest. And you would have it doubled like this. Do your starting chain. And just make sure when you crochet that you would grab both yarns. And then you would just crochet like this with 2 yarns. And that makes a real pretty beanie. But they're kind of hard to see on the chain. But after you get the double crochet going, then you can see it really good, because you can see in the middle. But anyway, I went to a more complex stitch this time. This is one that I've been working with, and I thought that I would show. We did the double crochet last time, and this is a double crochet, but it's a front post and a back post. Now when you do your beanie, this right here wouldn't show, because this would be the part that would be at the bottom. That would be your double crochet. And then when you started alternating, it would just be a tighter weave. I mean, look how that looks. It's a real pretty stitch. But you just have to make sure that you pay attention and make sure you get it, you know, don't miss one. Because if you do, you'll be able to tell it. Alright, guys. Thank y'all for joining us.